Johann Ludwig Graf Schwerin von Krosigk, born Johann Ludwig von Krosigk and known as Lutz von Krosigk, was a German senior government official who served as Minister of Finance of Germany from 1932 to 1945 and leading minister of the German Reich in May 1945. A non-partisan moderate conservative, he was appointed to the post by Franz von Papen in 1932. At the request of President Paul von Hindenburg, he continued in that office under Kurt von Schleicher and Adolf Hitler. During May 1945, after the suicides of Hitler and his designated successor Josef Goebbels, he also served in the historically unique position of leading minister of the German Reich, the equivalent of a chancellorship, in the short-lived Flensburg government of President Karl Dönitz. Schwerin von Krosigk also held the essentially nominal offices of foreign minister and finance minister in the provisional government that controlled only a small, progressively shrinking portion of Germany, due to the rapid advance of the Allied forces who finally dissolved it and arrested its members. Besides Adolf Hitler himself, Schwerin von Krosigk and Wilhelm Frick were the only members of the Third Reich's cabinet to serve continuously from Hitler's appointment as Chancellor until his death. At the 1949 Ministry's trial, he was convicted of war crimes and sentenced to 10 years in jail, but was granted amnesty in 1951. He later worked as an author and publicist. Early life: he was born Johann Ludwig von Krosigk in Rathmannsdorf, Anhalt, Germany, to a father from an old noble family of Anhalt and a mother who was a daughter and heiress of a Count von Schwerin, a member of the same family as Richardis of Schwerin, Queen of Sweden, Queen Consort of Sweden from 1365 until 1377. He studied law and political science at Halle, at Lausanne and as a Rhodes Scholar at Oriel College, Oxford. During the First World War, he served in the German army, attaining the rank of lieutenant, and was awarded the Iron Cross. On February 7, 1918, during the war, Krosigk had married Baroness Eringerd von Plettenberg, and with her he had 4 sons and 5 daughters. In 1922, he became an Oberregierungsrat and in 1929, a ministerial director and head of the budget department at the finance ministry. In 1931, he joined the Department of Reparations Payments, formed to deal with the reparations Germany still owed the Allied powers after the Great War. Nazi years =Pre-World War II Von Krosigk was appointed Minister of Finance by Franz von Papen in 1932, and continued in that office at the request of President Paul von Hindenburg under Kurt von Schleicher and throughout the period of Nazi rule. Several members of his family took part in assassination attempts against Adolf Hitler. Von Krosigk was rarely seen in public appearances, and Hitler did not have regular cabinet meetings. He was thus more an administrator of the finance ministry rather than a political figure. World War II On May 1, 1945, after Goebbels' suicide, Reichsprokurrency-Sergeant Karl Dönitz asked Schwerin von Krosigk to become the Chancellor of the acting government. He declined but did accept the position of leading minister. Rapidly advancing Allied forces limited the jurisdiction of the new German government to an area around Flensburg near the Danish border, where Dönnitz's headquarters were located, along with Ruik. Accordingly, this administration was referred to as the Flensburg government. Dönitz and Schwerin von Krosigk attempted to negotiate an armistice with the Western Allies while continuing to resist the Soviet army. On May 7, 1945, Dönitz authorized the signature of the German Instrument of Surrender to the Allies, which took place in Reims before General Dwight D. Eisenhower. Dönitz would later authorize the German military to sign another Instrument of Surrender in Berlin, in a ceremony presided over by the Soviets. The speech by Winston Churchill announcing victory to the British people as evidence of a de facto recognition of the Flensburg government's authority, for Churchill stated that the surrender was authorized by Grand Admiral Dönitz, the designated head of the German state. However, after the unconditional surrender, the Flensburg government was mostly treated as inconsequential by the Western Military Command. On May 23, 1945, the Flensburg government was dissolved by order of the Supreme Allied Commander and its members arrested as prisoners of war. Von Krosigk was tried at Nuremberg along with other leading members of the German government during the time of Nazi government. Found guilty in the ministry's trial in 1949, he was sentenced to 10 years imprisonment, but was released during an amnesty in 1951. After World War II, in later years, Schwerin von Krosigk wrote several books on economic policy and 2 versions of his memoirs. In a broadcast to the German people on May 2, 1945, he became one of the first commentators to refer to an Iron Curtain across Europe, a phrase he had picked up from an article by Joseph Goebbels and which was later made famous by Winston Churchill. Schwerin von Krosigk died in 1977 in the city of Essen, North Rhine-Westphalia, West Germany, aged 89. Works: His Gesture in Deutschland, 1951. Die Gruorzeit dafür ist der Weg der deutschen Industrie, 3 volumes, 1959. Alles auf Wagnis der Kaufmann gestern, Heute und Morgen, 1963. Persa Paragraph NLICHER in Ungen, Memoirs, 3 volumes, 1974. Staatsbankrott, 1975. Memoiren, 1977. Footnotes. External links, media related to Lutz Graf Schwerin von Krosigk at Wikimedia Commons, biography.